Hello children, let's begin our maths class. Today we are going to see a new topic from our lesson 1. That is, we are going to see the application on cardinality of sets. You know what is the meaning of cardinal. Yes children, we have already studied the definition for cardinal number. Suppose we have a set A as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So what is the meaning of cardinal? Cardinal means you have to find out the number of elements in a particular set. So how many members are there for A? You have totally 6 members. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many members are there? Totally 6 members. So how to write the cardinal? You have to say n of A is equal to 6. So this is what we call as cardinal. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to see the applications of cardinality of a set. So you are going to take down your classwork, write down today's date, write down today's day, and let's start with points to remember. So we are going to write some points, and after writing points to remember, we are going to continue with exercise 1.6. Let's start with the work, children. So get ready with your classwork. Get ready with your classwork. Write down today's date, day, give the heading, points to remember. Points to remember. You can refer page number 29. So under points to remember, you're going to write down application on cardinality of set. Application on cardinality of sets. Give the heading results. So we have 4 results under applications. Let us write down the results. I hope you are ready. You are taking on the you are taking on the points. Come on, take down the points, children. Do not waste your time. So let's write down the results. You have 4 results over there. Yes, can you see the 4 results, children? In page 29, under application on cardinality of sets, you have 4 results. So you are going to take down that 4 results. Write down the results. If A and B are finite sets, so you have to consider only the finite sets. Now what is the meaning of finite sets? Finite means I am able to count the members. Infinite means if you are not able to count the members, you call the set as infinite. And if you are able to count the members, you have to say the particular set is finite. So if A and B are finite sets, then first point, you have to use this formulas. Okay children? The first one is n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Remember this formula. So you have to remember this formulas too, and we will be using this formulas for solving our sums. So what is the first result? N of A union B. Here what is the meaning of n? N means the cardinality. That is what we have given a heading, application on cardinality. So mostly everything deals with the cardinal numbers. So n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Okay, take on the second result. N of A minus B, n of A minus B is equal to n of A minus n of A intersection B. So this is the second property. N of A minus B is equal to n of A minus n of A intersection B. The third one, n of B minus A. So how are you going to write B minus A? Just change the A in terms of B. Like here we had A minus B, so we wrote A and A intersection B. Yes, children? So it's B minus A. So how are you going to write down? N of B minus n of A intersection B. Here this part remains the same. So no need to write down here B intersection A. You can keep as A intersection B. The last one, n of a dash is equal to u minus n of a. N of a dash is equal to u minus n of a. So take down this results, children. So let me read the results once again. So we are going to apply this results only for the finite sets. We cannot apply the results for infinite sets. Okay, so the sets should be finite, and if you have a finite sets, you have following results. N of a union b is equal to n of a plus n of b minus n of a intersection b. N of a minus b is equal to n of a minus n of a intersection b. N of b minus a is equal to n of b. Here b comes, yes. Here we have taken a, so here what you should take? B, because here it's b minus a. So n of b minus n of a intersection b. N of a dash is equal to u minus n of a. So just remember these 4 properties or 4 results, and we are going to apply this, and we are going to solve our sums. Okay children, so now we are going to continue with our exercise. Take down exercise 1.6. Once you have completed this points, remember, give the heading as exercise 1.6. Take down the first question, first subpart. You are going to write down the first question, first subpart. If n of a is equal to 25, n of b is equal to 40, n of a union b is equal to 50, and n of b dash is equal to 25, find n of a intersection b and n of u. So this is what we have to find out. Have you taken on the question, children? Take on the first question, first subpart. You have to take down the question, okay? Take down the question. If n of a is 25, n of b is 40, n of a union b is 50, and n of b dash is 25. So they have given you some information, and you have to find out n of a intersection b and n of u. Okay, shall we start with the sum, children? Okay, so now what we are going to do is, we are going to write down the given part. So first of all, we are going to write down what is given to us. So what is given? Write down the given part. N of a is given, n of b is given, then what else is given? N of a union b is given, and n of b dash is given. So write down the values for this. So these are the given parts: n of a, n of b, n of a union b, and n of b dash. Write down the values, children. What is the value for n of a? It's 25. N of b, 40. N of a union b, this is 50. And what is n of b dash? 25. Okay. So these are the values given to us. So I have just taken down under given. So these values I know. So now what are you going to find out? Put here to find. What are you going to find? N of a intersection b. And one more thing, n of u. N of u. So we are going to find out n of a intersection b and n of u. This is from the question itself. So from the question, I just get this many information. So these are the parts that is given to us, and these are the 2 things that we have to find out. So just write down given to find. Okay. So now what are we going to do is, we are going to write down the formulas to be used over here. So what are the formulas we are going to use over here? So given to find formula. So what formula are we going to use here? See here, I just need a intersection b, okay children? So just find out the formula from here. So where you have intersection b, see you have n of a, n of b, and n of a union b. Yes children, so what you have to find out? You have to find n of a intersection b. So I am going to use this formula. Are you getting my point? So I have told you that we are going to use these formulas for finding the unknown parts. So here, for finding this answer, that is finding n of a intersection b, I need n of a, n of b, n of a union b, which is given in the first formula. So I am going to write the first formula. So n of a union b is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. I hope you can, I'll just write down minus n of A intersection B. So formula n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Okay, so this is for the first one. We have one more thing. What do you have? You have n of U. Yes. So for n of U, what formula can be applied? See here, U. So we have to find out n of U. Yes, children. So here you have to put n of U. Just mention here n because number of you are dealing with the cardinality. So now we have to find out n of U. So you write down one more formula. So n of U is equal to, see here, I'll just tell you how to make a formula from this. Now n of A dash is equal to n of U minus n of A. Okay children, listen here carefully. I'll just rub the remaining part. Okay, listen. So what is the formula? The formula was n of A dash is equal to n of U minus n of A. Okay. So now what is the thing you are going to find out? You have to find out n of U. Okay. So when you have to find n of U, so what I am going to do is, I am just going to bring this minus n of A to the LHS side. So if I bring minus to the LH, it changes the sign. So the minus sign will change into plus sign. So what do you get here? N of A dash minus n of A. When it comes to this side, it becomes n of A, and this is equal to n of U. Okay children. Now this is for set A because you are only dealing with the set A. Now the same formula can be written for any set. Like you can write down n of U is equal to n of B plus n of B dash. Are you getting the point children? So what will be the formula? N of U is equal to n of B plus n of B dash, and similarly this is for B. You can write down for C also. So n of U is equal to n of C plus n of C dash. Are you getting the point children? So now here we know the value for B and B dash. So what are we going to do is, we are going to take this two. We are going to take the set for B. So n of U, what will be the formula for n of U? The formula for n of U will be n of B plus n of B dash. Just take the formula. So you can just apply the formula for any sets. In the formula you have been given with only one particular set, that is n of A dash is equal to n of U minus n of A. So try to bring the A terms on one side, the set A on one side. So n of A dash minus n of A turns to be plus n of A. So n of A dash plus n of A is equal to n of U. Okay. So similarly you can write down for B and C also. For any set also you can write down the answer. So what is the value for n of U? N of U is equal to n of B plus n of B dash. Okay, just state on the formula children. So we have written the given part, we have written the to find part, and also we have written the formula. Now let us go for the solution part. So now we are going to move to the solution. I am just going to take the formula and I am going to substitute the value. That's all. I hope you are clear with the sum children. So remember the formulas for n of U, because here I cannot take A because here only A is given, n of A is given, but I don't know the value for n of A dash. So what are you going to do? You are going to take the values which are known to us. So n of B is known to us and n of B dash is known to us. So you are going to take for B set. So write down the heading here, solution. Give the heading, solution. Okay, so let's go for the first part. What is the first part? N of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. So write down the formula first as it is. So n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Okay children. Now what are we going to do here is, we are just going to substitute the value that we know. I know the value for n of A union B. What is n of A union B? It's 50. We know the value, yes children? So just write down here 50. Do not make any changes. Whatever values you know, just substitute it. Now what is the n of A? N of A is 25. So put here 25. Okay. N of B. I know the value for n of B. It's 40. Yes. I don't know the value for n of A intersection B. That is what we have to find out. Yes children? We have to find n of A intersection B. So I don't know the value for n of A intersection B. So just keep it as n of A intersection B. Okay. Now let's try to simplify it further. Therefore, 50 is equal to, what do you get when you add 25 and 40 children? 25 plus 40 gives you 65. 65, yes. So this, I have found the answer for 25 plus 40. Now just write down here minus n of A intersection B. I hope you are clear till here. Yes children, any doubt? No doubt. Very good. Now let's move further. So now what I am going to do is, I am going to just shift this 65 to this side. That is, now 65 is in the RHS side. Okay children? Now you are going to shift this number from RHS to the LHS. So what you get? 50. And I have told you, whenever you change the number from LHS to RHS or from RHS to LHS, you have to change the sign. Keep this in your mind children. So this is plus 65. Okay. So when plus 65 comes to this side, it turns to be minus 65. So what you get here? 50 is on the same side. Yes, 50 was on the LHS. I am keeping 50 on the LHS. So no need to worry about the sign. I am going to shift 65 from RHS to LHS. So I get here minus 65 is equal to. Now what is left here? You cannot write simply n of A intersection B. You have to write the sign also. What is the sign? Minus. Are you clear children? Are you getting the step? So 50, this was plus 65. So plus 65 comes to this side. Minus 65, this is equal to minus n of A intersection B. Okay, now let's simplify this. 50 minus 65. So plus minus. When you have plus minus, you have to do the subtraction. So what is the answer for 65 minus 50? 550. That is 15. Okay, 15. Now we have to focus on the sign of the bigger number. Which is the bigger number children here? 50 or 65? Yeah, 65 is the bigger number. And you have to write the sign of the bigger number. What is the sign of the bigger number? It's minus. So the answer is minus 15. Are you getting the step children? See, when you have plus minus, you have to perform subtraction. So 65 minus 50 gives you 15. Now, once you write the value, you have to write the sign also. So how to write the sign? You have to see the sign of the bigger number. Which is the bigger number over here? 65 is the bigger number. What is the sign of 65? It's minus. So the answer will be minus 15. And this is equal to minus n of A intersection B. Here I have minus, here I have minus. So on both the sides I have minus. I can cancel minus minus. So I get the answer for n of A intersection B as 15. So we have found the first unknown value, that is n of A intersection B is equal to 15. Just highlight your answers children. So we have found the first one, that is we have found n of A intersection B, and now we are going to find out the value for n of U. And I have told you how to find out n of U. You are going to take n of B plus n of B dash. Yes children? Let's take the second part. Let's take down here. I'll put here n of U is equal to, that's what we have to find out, yes? N of U is equal to n of B plus n of B dash. In the result part, we have taken A, but here for this sum, we were being given with the values of n of b and n of b dash. So I am going to use this formula. Okay, children? So n of u is equal to n of b plus n of b dash. Okay, come on, just substitute the value. You have to substitute the value of n of b. What is the value for n of b? It's 40. And what is the value for n of b dash? It's 25. So we put here 40 plus 25. What is 40 plus 25? 65. Therefore, n of u is equal to 65. So we have found the second part also. So we have completed the first answer. So we have found both the parts. N of a intersection b is 15 and n of u is equal to 65. Okay, children? So I hope you are clear with the first part. Okay, now just take down the homework over here. The homework is from exercise 1.6, question number 1, the second subpart. I have completed the first subpart, yes, children? You are going to complete the second subpart, and also you are going to complete the sum number 2. I will be giving you an idea how to follow your sum number 2. So just mark the homework questions. From question number 1, the second subpart is your homework, and question number 2 will be your homework. You are going to do the question number 2 as homework. Okay. I hope you are ready with the answers. Shall we proceed, children? Okay. Now just see for sum number 2. Now in sum number 2, you have been given with a rule form for u. What is u given to you? X such that x belonging to n, x is less than or equal to 10. This is for u, and they have given the set A and B directly. So A is equal to 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. Okay? Yes. And what is the set B? B is equal to 1, 2, 5, 8, 10. So this is for B, and also they have asked you to verify n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. This is what you have to verify. Okay, children? So we'll see the first step. So this is based on cardinality. Okay, so everywhere you have to find n of A union B, n of A, and so on. So first thing is you have to find out what are the members of U. So what are the members of U? It is belonging to natural number. You know the meaning of natural number? Natural number starts from 1. Okay, good. So it will be, and x belonging to n, and x is less than or equal to 10. Less than or equal to 10. That means you have to consider the number 10. So what will be the answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll put all the numbers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you get this as the members of U. So now what are you going to do? You are going to find out n of u. Okay? Find out n of u. N of u, how you find n of u? Count the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So n of u is equal to 10. So we have found n of u, total number of elements. Similarly, you have to find n of A. You have to find n of B. Okay, children? So that we can find n of A. We know how to find out n of A, and we know how to find out n of B. Okay, now what are you going to do? After doing all this thing, you are going to take the LHS. Okay. Now what is the LHS here? N of A union B. Okay, they are asking you n. N means what? Number of elements in A union B. So first of all, what are you going to do is, you are going to find out A union B. You know how to find out A union B? You have set A, you have set B. You have to combine them. Okay. You first find A union B. After finding A union B, you have to find out the number of elements in A union B. Suppose whatever numbers you get, then you count how many numbers are there. So n of A union B, you have to write down here. Okay? Getting my point, children? So after finding n of A union B, that is the LHS part. So that becomes the LHS. And now let's go for the RHS part. I hope you are clear with the work. So what are you going to do here? So you have to verify this part. N of A union B is n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. So first thing is, you write down the value for U or the members of U. write down n of u. Then you have the set A, write down n of A. Write the set B, write n of B. Write down the statement. Now take the LHS part. That is n of A union B. For n of A union B, first of all you have to find A union B. You have to combine A and B. Combine A and B. Write the number of elements in A and B. You have to count how many members are there and you have to write down here. Okay. This is your LHS. Now you are going to take the RHS. For RHS, you know the value for n of A, yes? And you know the value for n of B. Only the thing left out is A intersection B, we don't know. So first of all, you write down the RHS. What is the RHS? N of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Okay. So what are you going to do here? Find out A intersection B. You know what is the meaning of A intersection B? You have to find out the common of A and B. So find the common of A and B, and you have to find out n of A intersection B. That is, you are going to find out the number of elements in A intersection B. Once you find out this, you have to just substitute the value. So put here, what is n of A? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 plus 5 minus, find out and write the value. So this answer and this answer should be same. So you have to say, or you can put here number 1 and you can put here number 2. So from 1 and 2, LHS is equal to RHS, hence verified. Are you getting my point, children? So you have to complete your sum number 2 the way I have told you. So I have given you the hint and I have given you the steps. What are the steps that you have to follow? Okay, children? Now take down the third question. Take down the third question. Verify if n of A union B union C is equal to n of A plus n of B plus n of C minus n of A intersection B minus n of B intersection C minus n of A intersection C plus n of A intersection B intersection C for the following sets. They have given you 2 subparts, and the first subpart will be done by me and the second subpart will be your homework. So from question number 3, you are going to complete the second subpart as homework. So totally you have 3 questions for the homework. From question number 1, the second subpart will be your homework. Then question number 2 is your homework. And from question number 3, the second subpart is your homework. Okay, let's start with sum number 3. Let's begin with the work. Take down question number 3, children. Take down the first subpart. Okay, just take the first subpart. What is the first subpart, children? A is equal to A, C, E, F, H. And what is B given to you? B is equal to C, D, E, F. Okay. And one more thing. C is equal to A, B, C, F. C is equal to A, B, C, F. Getting the point? So we have been given with the information of 3 sets. What are the 3 sets given to you? A, B and C. What are the members of A? A, C, E, F, H. What are the members of B? C, D, E, F. And what are the members of C? A, B, C, F. Okay, children? So now let's move further. So we are going to verify a condition. They have given a condition. Yes, children? So let's see whether we can verify it. So write down here, to verify. What are you going to verify? Write down the condition over here. N of A union B union C is equal to N of A union B union C is equal to N of A plus N of B plus N of C. First of all the sets separately. N of A plus n of b plus n of c minus n of a intersection b minus, what is that? N of b intersection c minus n of a intersection c minus or plus. That's plus. The last term is with plus. Plus n of a intersection b intersection c. So this is what we have to verify. So n of a union b union c is equal to n of a plus n of b plus n of c minus n of a intersection b minus n of b intersection c minus n of a intersection c plus n of a intersection b intersection c. Okay children, so before we go to the verification part, let us try to find out some details over here. So what are we going to find out? See, for finding LHS we need A union B union C. Then for finding RHS we need N of A, N of B, N of C. Then so many things we need. Yes, we need A intersection B, we need B intersection C, we need A intersection C, we need A intersection B intersection C. So now what are we going to do is, first of all, we are going to find out all the details together. So let's find out all the details, children, here. So I'm going to find out all the unknowns here. And after finding the unknowns, I'm going to take the LHS part, I'll substitute the value. I'll take the RHS part, I'll substitute the value. Shall we start, children? Are you ready? Okay. I hope you are ready till here. Come, this was the question part. So you have to start from to verify part. Have you written to verify part? Take down the to verify part, children. So you have to remember this formula. It's very easy formula. N of A union B union C is, write all the sets separately. N of A, N of B, N of C. Then you have to write down all the intersections. A intersection B, B intersection C, A intersection C. Or C intersection A, they are one and the same. A intersection C and C intersection A, they are same. Plus, remember the signs, okay? Here we had plus. For intersection only we used minus sign. And here, when you are using all the three intersection, you have to take as a positive sign. Okay, shall we move, children? Shall we do the next step? Okay, so now we are going to start with the first step. So first of all, I'm going to find out N of A, then I'll take B, C and so on. Okay, children? So I'll be starting with the solution. Put here solution. Let's go with the solution part. I'm going to write down A set first. So A is equal to A, C, E, F, H. This is A. Yes, correct? A, C, E, F, H. Now you have to write down what is N of A. What is N of A? The meaning of N of A is you have to count the members. How many members are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So N of A is equal to 5. Yes. So we have found N of A. Okay, good. Now let's find out B. Write down B and write down N of B. Write down C and write down N of C. You have been given with details. Yes, you have that detail. Just take down the details. So B is given to you. Write down B and write down N of B. Write down C and write down N of C. Okay. What is B, children? B is C, D, E, F. Yes, C, D, E, F. So what is N of B? What is N of B? Count the number of elements. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. N of B is 4. What are the members of C? A, B, C, F. A, B, C, F. So what is N of C? N of C is again 4. So we have found 3 details. Yes? So we have found N of A, that is 5. We have found N of B, that is 4. And also we have found N of C, that is 4. Now I am going to focus on A intersection B. I am going to find out A intersection B. Let's find out A intersection B. Okay, children, I'll just rub this part. So what are we going to do now? We are going to find out A intersection B. A intersection B means you have to find out the common of A and B. So what is A given to you first of all? I'll write the set A. That is A, C, E, F, H. Intersection B. What is B? C, D, E, F. Okay. So now you are going to find out the intersection. Intersection means you are going to take the common. What is common here? C is common. E is common. F is common. C, E, F. So write down here C, E, F. Are you getting my point, children? Already you have done this intersection part, yes? So intersection means you have to take the common members. So C is common, E is common and F is common. So C, E, F. Therefore, N of A intersection B is equal to, N of A intersection means you have to count the members. How many members are there? 1, 2, 3. So put here 3. N of A intersection B is equal to 3. Okay, have you taken down? Yes. So we have found for A intersection B. Now let's go for the next one. What is the next thing you're going to find out? B intersection C. So take down B intersection C. What is B? C, D, E, F intersection. What is C? A, B, C, F. A, B, C, F. Okay. Find out B intersection C. Come on. Find out the answer. And write down N of B intersection C. This is all you can do. Yes, children? Find out. And one more thing. A intersection B, B intersection C and A intersection C. So find out A intersection C. And get the answer for N of A intersection C. So these are the two details you have to fill. Come on, do it. Okay, have you started, children? Have you taken down? What is the answer you get here? What is common for B and C? C is common, okay. D is not there. E is not there. F is common. Yes? C and F is common. So put here C, comma, F. I'll take here C, F. So how many members are there? Totally 2 members, see, C and F. So how many members you have for B intersection C? 2. So write down here, therefore, N of B intersection C is equal to 2. So we have found the detail for B intersection C. Next thing is A intersection C. Let's see how to find out A intersection C. Write on the set A. What are the set A, children? A, C, E, F, H. Okay. What is C? A, B, C, F. Okay. So we have written the members of A and we have also taken the member of C. What are the members of A? A, C, E, F, H. And what are the members of C? A, B, C, F. Okay, now what are you going to do here? You are going to take the common element. Come on, take the common element. A is common. Okay. C is common. Okay. What else is common? Yes, F is common. So A, C, F. Yes. So what do you get here? A, C, F. So now what are you going to do here? You are going to find out the number of elements in A intersection C. Therefore, n of A intersection C is equal to 3. Just count the members. 1, 2, 3. So n of A intersection C is equal to 3. So we have completed at least 6 details, yes children? So we have found n of A, we have found n of B, and also we have found n of C and n of A intersection B, n of B intersection C, and n of A intersection C. Now we have 2 more details to be found. Let's find out the 2 more details. So now we are going to find out n of A intersection B intersection C. What is the thing we are going to do? N of A intersection B intersection C. Let's find out. Let's write down all the elements first. What are the elements? So before finding n of A intersection B intersection C, we have to find A intersection B intersection C, and then we will put here n of the number. Okay children? So what is A? A, C, E, F, H intersection B, C, D, E, F intersection. Where is C? This is C, yes. A, B, C, F. So A, C, E, F, H intersection C, D, E, F intersection A, B, C, F. Okay. So now what are we going to do here is, we are going to find the common member in all the 3. See here, for A intersection B, we just found the common from 2 sets, yes children, from A and B. Now here it is A, B and C. So when A, B and C means you are going to choose the common element from all the 3. That means if you are choosing an element, it should be present in all the 3. So try to choose a common element from all the 3. What is common in all the 3? A? No. A is only present in A and C. C? Yes. C is there. C? C? C. Okay. E? No. We don't have E. E is present in A and B. F? 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 F. Yes. So we have 2 elements. We have got 2 elements. What are the 2 elements? C, F. So n of A intersection B intersection C is equal to 2. So we have found 2 elements. Yes. The number of A intersection B intersection C is equal to 2. Okay children. So we have found the members. What are the members? A and what is that? C and F. Yes, C is present in all the 3. Yes. Okay, now we have one more thing to find out. We have to find out A union B union C. The sum is little lengthier, yes children? So we have many things to deal with here. So write down again all the sets, but here we have to take the union. We are not going to see the intersection part. You are going to take the union. What is the meaning of union? Union means you are going to combine everything together. So this is A, C, E, F, H, union. So wherever you have put their intersection, you use their union. Union, C, D, E, F, union. A, B, C, F. A, C, E, F, H, union. C, D, E, F, union. A, B, C, F. Union means you are going to write down all the members together. So what I am going to do is, I am just going to write down in alphabetical order. A is present, B is present, C is present, D is present, E is present, F is present, A, B, C, D, E, F, G is not there, H is present. So write down n of A union B union C is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So n of A union B union C is equal to 7. So we are finding so many things. So we found A intersection B intersection C. What is the meaning of that? You are going to take the common from all the three sets. A union B union C means you are going to write down all the members of A, B, C together. So I get A, B, C, D, E, F, H. So what are the numbers? How many members are here? 7. So n of A union B union C is equal to 7. So mostly we have found all the details. Now what are we going to do is, we are going to write down the LHS part separately. We are going to substitute the value. Then you are going to write down the RHS value and you are going to substitute the value, and we are going to check whether we get the same answer for LHS and RHS. Okay children, let's go for the work. Let's move further. Okay, so I am going to take the LHS part first. I will take the LHS part. What is the LHS part given here? LHS is n of A union B union C. Yes, I know the value for A union B union C. What is the value for n of A union B union C? It's 7. So I got the value for LHS. That's 1. Put here as number 1. So n of A union B union C is equal to 7. That is number 1. Okay, now let's go for the RHS part. What is the RHS part? RHS part is, you remember the formula? N of A plus N of B plus N of C. Yes, then minus N of A intersection B minus N of B intersection C minus N of A intersection C. One more thing, plus N of A intersection B intersection C. Very easy formula, children. Just remember the formula. All the 3 terms, then all the 3 intersections, and lastly you have to take the intersection of all the 3 sets together. For 2 sets only we have